Imagine putting money away every single month for 30 years, doing everything right for your future. And then, at the finish line, you find out you are going to lose over $400,000 simply because you checked the wrong box on an account application. That specific scenario is exactly what personal finance expert Dave Ramsey is warning Americans about regarding their retirement accounts. The accounts in question are IRAs, or individual retirement accounts. They are legally recognized, tax-advantaged vessels designed specifically to accelerate your retirement savings. To see how that trap actually springs, Ramsey sets up a simple mathematical example: a 33-year-old investing $500 every month for 30 years, assuming a 10% annual return. Over 3 decades, those monthly deposits compound into roughly $1.7 million. But inside a traditional IRA, nearly $400,000 is surrendered to the IRS. With a Roth IRA instead, that $1.7 million remains entirely untouched by taxes. The underlying investments you buy can be identical in both scenarios. The dilemma between these two accounts is exclusively about the specific moment in time you choose to pay taxes on your money. Choosing the correct IRA dictates whether decades of compound interest ultimately belong to you, or if they are shared heavily with the government. The primary allure of the traditional IRA is immediate relief. You receive a tax deduction today. When you contribute pre-tax dollars to this account, you actively lower your reported taxable income for the current year. Because your income looks lower on paper, your tax bill drops. This mechanism keeps more cash in your pocket during your working years. But there is a clear trade-off. Your tax bill is only being delayed, not avoided. This flow graphic illustrates the withdrawal phase. When you reach retirement and pull your money out, both your original contributions and all the subsequent compound growth are taxed as regular income. The government enforces a strict mechanism to collect those delayed taxes, required minimum distributions, or RMDs. This calendar mechanism forces retirees to withdraw money and pay taxes at a specific age, regardless of whether they actually need the cash. A traditional IRA operates on borrowed time. You are trading immediate tax relief today for a mandatory and potentially much larger tax burden in the future. The Roth IRA works in the exact opposite direction. You utilize post-tax contributions for the account. Because you are investing money you have already paid taxes on, you receive absolutely zero tax relief today. Choosing a Roth effectively reduces your current take-home pay compared to making a traditional IRA contribution. This flow graphic shows the ultimate reward for enduring that upfront sacrifice. The investments inside the container experience completely tax-free compound growth. As long as IRS guidelines are met during the retirement phase, every single qualified withdrawal costs you absolutely nothing in taxes. This is Dave Ramsey's primary argument for favoring the Roth. It entirely eliminates the crippling uncertainty of future tax rates. If national tax rates rise significantly over the next 30 years, delaying your taxes with a traditional IRA could be a catastrophic financial error. The counter risk is that if tax rates drop drastically in the future or your income plummets in retirement, you may end up having mathematically overpaid the IRS by locking in your current rate with a Roth. The Roth IRA serves as a tool for buying certainty. You pay a known upfront cost today to completely protect the unknown compound scale of tomorrow's wealth. Determining the best account depends entirely on your specific life stage and your current tax bracket. This decision matrix maps a person's current financial reality to the mathematically optimal IRA, breaking down into 3 distinct pathways. Profile A is the long-term builder. This is someone who is either young or currently sitting in a lower tax bracket. Paying taxes while your rate is low yields decades of tax-free growth. For this profile, the minimal upfront sacrifice is highly lucrative. Profile B is the peak earning professional. They currently sit in a high tax bracket, but expect lower living expenses in retirement. Taking the immediate tax deduction saves them thousands of dollars at their peak tax rate today, allowing them to pay taxes at a theoretically lower bracket during retirement. Profile C is the high-income earner, and they hit a unique legislative roadblock. The IRS sets income limits every year. If you earn over those limits, the government completely bars you from making direct contributions to a Roth IRA. The workaround strategy for this group is utilizing a backdoor Roth conversion to legally bypass the income limits. This strategy involves complex tax reporting and executing it without triggering penalties strongly requires professional guidance. The financial media often pushes a generic narrative that the Roth is always better, but that completely ignores these crucial, personalized nuances. Long-term wealth is not optimized by chasing generic advice. It requires aligning your retirement vehicle precisely with your current tax bracket and future timeline to protect your compound growth.